Hi, Frank Hester here. I want to go through the comp plan, and again, I'm going to put this video in our group, just for our group, because it says you've got to, if you're going to use any videos for marketing, you need to get them approved by the company, and they're not approving anything right now. So this is just for our group for training for the comp plan. And the reason I want to put this in here is because I've got a few people that have made some comments and posts that are not quite accurate about the comp plan, and I want to kind of go through that and explain some things. One of the things that I keep seeing some people saying is they're worried about going into phase 4 and being out a bunch of money because it costs $100. Well, I'm going to show you where it's impossible to even go into phase 4 unless you're in profit. So that's not the case for going into phase 1 and phase 2. I'm pretty sure most people are going to be in profit by phase 3, but you can't get from phase 3 to phase 4 without being in profit. And I want to share that with you and show you that on this video. Sorry, I lost my voice. I've made a lot of videos tonight. So when you join, now right now, this is on our website. When you join, after we have our replicated links and referral links, everyone is going to pay the $1 and immediately be in this column right here where it says commission by 2. However, right now you kind of need to imagine a sixth matrix, one over here to the left of this one where all of the free members are at, and then when they make that $1 payment, they're going to be moving into this column. Obviously, not everyone that pre-enrolled with us will pay the $1 and join, and that's okay, but I think the percentage is going to be extremely high that does. And if you see how this business works, it's almost impossible to get hurt financially in this business. Yeah, you're going to be out some money going into phase 1, phase 2, but it's very minimal for the potential that you have to earn when you get to phase 4. And I'm going to show you how it is impossible to advance into phase 4 without being in profit. So let's just assume that we are past the launch and everyone that joins is paying the $1 and they're in this column. Now, the way the system works, it has what's called a level up once per week, meaning that to get from here to here, the very fastest that you can get there is 4 weeks. You can only move up one level per week. You can't move up more than one level per week. So to get from joining to phase 4, if you are just a superstar recruiter and you go out there and you just kill it in this business, you can get there in one month. Most people are not going to get to phase 4 in 4 weeks. It's going to take longer than that, and I will kind of walk you through that and show you how and why. But to get into phase 1 and phase 2 is pretty quick, and then it's going to get into phase 3, not too bad, but to get from phase 3 to phase 4 may take quite a bit of building because you're going to need a fairly large team to get there. So when you join for $1, you're going to make commissions 2 ways, and it's the same in each phase. This is a $1, $10, $20, $50, and $100 level. And the commissions are quite simple. If it's your personal referral, you're going to make 25% regardless of where they fall. So what that tells you is you go out and get 4 personal referrals. As they follow you into each phase, just 4 personal referrals will pay your monthly fee in each phase once they level up to the same level or phase that you're in. If you get more than 4 personal referrals and they follow you, then obviously you're in profit just from your personal referrals. That doesn't even include any of your downline, the income you make from that. You make, once you're commission qualified, you make 5% on each position in your downline. So 25% on your personal referrals, 5% on each person in your downline. And this kind of shows you the potential, which is over $18,000 with a full matrix, because you're earning from all 5 at one time. Plus, even if your personal referrals fall beyond the 10th level, you still earn 20%. You don't earn the 5% matrix pay for 2x10, but you'll earn the 20%. So I guess theoretically the income is unlimited because your personal referrals can be paid on to even outside of these 10 levels. So to get from this commissions by 2 matrix to phase 1, you need 2 personal referrals. And if you got to have 2 personal referrals to be qualified to earn commissions. So, the very worst case scenario is someone joins this business, they pay $1, they get some great products for $1. Even if they don't go out and get 2 people, the most they can ever pay for this business is $1 and they get some great products. That's the worst case scenario. Best case is they go out and they sponsor 2 or more people. It makes them commission qualified, and they cannot move up to any of the other phases until they have met the qualifications. So they will have a growing team that's going to be following them from phase to phase to phase. And, is it possible you could get 2 people, and the 2 people you get maybe superstars and they push you through? I highly recommend that you just keep bringing in people for $1, and because there's some benefits to having 10 or more personal referrals, you can actually earn some of the vacations once you get over into phase 4. So once a week, just use, it's going to be different days, but let's just say each week on the weekend, this system is going to take a snapshot of what's out there, and if you qualify, you're going to move up a phase, and it's going to bill you for that phase that's just moving you into, minus any commissions that you have earned. So to get from the $1 to the $10 phase, you need 2 personal referrals. The very minimum, you've earned 50 cents. Probably going to have a whole lot more people in your downline than just 2 personal referrals. But at the very minimum, you've earned 50 cents, and it's going to, if that's all you have, it's going to bill your credit card $9.50, and it's going to move you into phase 1. Now, you can't move into phase 2, the $20 matrix, until you have 10 people in your phase 1 matrix. The phase 1 matrix pays you $2.50 for your personal referrals. So if your 2 follow you, then you've got $5, and it's going to pay you 50 cents for every person in your downline. So at a very minimum, you're going to have $9 of income. That's the minimum that you can have in phase 1. Plus you have your phase 1 team that's still growing, so whatever you have over here, and then you'll move into phase 2. So that's the minimum that you can have is $9. So that would be $11. Plus you got some other income over here. So you could even be in profit going into phase 2, but at the most you could ever pay and move into phase 2 would be $11 because you've earned 9 here. And again, you probably have more there. So this is $20 here. So now assume you're in all of these. That's 20 plus 10 plus 1, $31 monthly, but you've got commissions and you've got a pretty good team growing, because remember, you can't have 10 people here unless those 10 people have 2 people. So that's a minimum of 20 people here, minimum. Okay, so now to get from phase 2 to phase 3, you need 20 people in phase 2. Well, 20 people in phase 2, as you can see, that's $10 for your first 2 here, okay? Then you earn $1 per person. So at a very minimum, just in phase 2, at a very minimum, you've earned 10 plus 28, $38. Well, you've still got people building here that's moving up from here to here, and you got people growing here, but so at a minimum, that's $38 here, and you're going to get billed $50 here. Well, minus 38, minus whatever else is here. But I just assume you didn't even make anything else there. That's $12 to go into phase 3. Okay, now I want to show you in phase 3 how it's impossible to go into phase 4 without being in profit. So I'm going to bring up the calculator here. So assume you're 2 people. They followed you into this. Okay, that's $25. You've got to have 50 people in phase 3. Okay, but now think about this. That's 50 people in phase 3. That's 50 people that has 20 people in phase 2, that had 10 people in phase 1, that moved up. So to have, so that means you probably got, if you've got 50 in here in your $1 level, you've probably got a couple of hundred, and you've probably got 50 to 100 in phase 1, and who knows how many you now have in phase 2. But we're just going to take just phase 3 alone. you now earn $2.50 for every person. So what's 48 times 2.50 is $120, and then you earn $12.50 for your two personals. So that's another $25, which is $145. So if you have 50 people in phase 3, you have earned a minimum, as long as 2 of them are your personal referrals, and hopefully your personal referrals are following you into there, you've earned a minimum of $145 to advance into the $100 phase 4 level. So I wanted to kind of share that with you because I don't know where it's coming from. Now it is possible that you have pulled commissions out and you don't have it in your e-wallet, but that doesn't mean you haven't earned it. If you pull commissions out and it's not sitting in there and it bills you, then that's okay. I'm sure we'll have a way to leave commissions in there to cover the phase up, but it's impossible to not earn enough in phase 3 to move up to phase 4. And I wanted to put that in a video in here and hopefully clear that up, how you move from phase to phase to phase. Are you going to be in profit? Not necessarily to go from the $1 to the 10 to the 20 to the 30, but once you move into these higher dollar matrix, the final one here, phase 4, the $100 matrix, it's impossible to get there without having a profit to cover it, earn the profit to cover it. So I hope that helps explain how you go from phase to phase. Again, do not share this video outside of our team group. It is in here for training purposes only. If you have any questions, ask me, and I'll be happy to discuss them with you. We're very close to launch, so hopefully once we get that and we begin to move through this together, we'll all kind of learn and see how this works together. But I did want to kind of cover the commissions and the requirements that it takes to move from phase to phase, and just understand that, while you have 50 people in phase 3, you probably have 80 to 100 or more in phase 2, maybe 100 to 200 in phase 1, and maybe several hundred in your $1, because you can't have 50 here without having many more in these 3 phases that you came from. And so you're earning from all of them simultaneously. So should be a lot of fun. Look forward to working this business with everyone and having a lot of fun doing it. Hope you found this video helpful in how we move from phase to phase and how we earn commission as we move along. And the cool thing about this is, as you move up, you can't move up without having success and having a team that's going to follow you into that level. So even if you pay a little bit out of pocket to move from phase to phase, you'll be earning the commission right away once you get there, before your next monthly payment comes due. So you should be in profit by the time the second month comes around to cover everything, even if you have to pay a little out of pocket to get there the first time. So hope you found that informative. If you have any questions, just let me know.